Hi, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Our devotion for today, August 19th, is from the Gospel of Mark, the 9th chapter, verses 2 through 8. After 6 days, Jesus took with him Peter and James and John and led them up a high mountain by themselves, and he was transfigured before them. So 6 days after Peter said that Jesus was the Christ, Jesus takes him and James and John up a high mountain, just the four of them. There Jesus transfigures, he changes before them. Verse 3, and his clothes became radiant, intensely white, as no one on earth could bleach them. In this transfiguration, Jesus' clothes become a bright white that the world could not replicate. The holy purity of Jesus is allowed to manifest itself, and it does in this brightness that would have been very hard on the human eyes to bear. Verse 4, and there appeared to them Elijah and Moses, and they were talking with Jesus. As Jesus transfigures, two others appear with him, Elijah, the prophet, and Moses, who led the people of Israel out of slavery in Egypt. And all three speak together. Verse 5, Peter said to Jesus, Rabbi, it is good that we are here. Let us make 3 tents, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah. For he did not know what to say, for they were terrified. Mark records that Peter asked permission to make 3 tents, one for Moses, one for Elijah, and one for Jesus. This would not be. And we're told that Peter didn't know what to say because he and the others that were with him were terrified. All 3 disciples were terrified. I would have been terrified too. And I'm sure the disciples wondered what Moses and Elijah were speaking to Jesus about. Tents would have given them time to talk and to rest together. But this moment wouldn't be lasting. Verse 7, and a cloud overshadowed them, and a voice came out of the cloud, This is my beloved Son, listen to him. As the disciples ask their questions, a cloud overshadows them on the mountain. A voice comes out of the cloud, something reminiscent of the theophany appearances of God in the Old Testament, on a mountainside with a cloud and, a voice. It would have been understood by first century Jews as God making an appearance. Verse 8. Well, before I do that, verse 7, and the voice of God implores the disciples to listen to his Son, Jesus. It identifies Jesus as his Son. Verse 8, and suddenly looking around, they no longer saw anyone with them but Jesus only. Just as suddenly as all this first appeared, so it vanishes, and the disciples no longer see anyone up there with them. All there was, all they could see, was Jesus. And my friends, this is the important point. Jesus is all we need. Jesus is all we need because it's our faith in him alone which provides for our salvation. No other name provides salvation. We need not look for or to any others, just to Jesus alone. So if we are clinging to Jesus and only Jesus, we will have salvation no matter who's around us, no matter what happens to us, no matter what we face. It's that simple. Go in peace, serve the Lord.